It's usually pretty easy to know you like someone. I mean, you kind of just know, right? While most of the time that's the case, sometimes a feeling of liking someone creeps up on you. You might not have wanted a relationship or just saw this person as a friend. Then suddenly you're facing these 8 unexpected signs you like someone. Let's see if you can relate. Number 1, they throw you off your game. Everyone has some sort of game, rhythm, or routine in their daily interactions. Whether you're introverted or extroverted, chances are you tend to speak to people in a consistent manner. Then this person appears. You don't know why or how, but suddenly you forget how to speak confidently in front of them. You say things that make you cringe a few minutes later, and you psychoanalyze your conversations days after they happen. I'll never forget a double date I went on with this guy, my close friend Sarah, and another dude. Sarah is usually the funniest gal and always has a few jokes to crack, but I was stunned to hear her sound like a serious Sally throughout dinner. When I asked her about it later, she was disappointed to say that she liked this guy so much, she felt too nervous to crack a joke in front of him. If you're experiencing a similar situation, this isn't like you. Looks like your heart is sabotaging that brain of yours. Number 2, you find yourself thinking of them throughout the day. You see a great meme and you want to send it to them. You read a crazy news article and need to know their opinion on it. You're bored and your first instinct is to text them. All of these point to liking someone, but they also overlap with a connection to a BFF. The way to differentiate between the two is whether or not you tick off a few other signs on this list. Also, consider when you start thinking about them. If it's late at night or early morning, this points to romance. I can definitely say I've thought of all my crushes before bed as my mind decides to run more laps than an Olympic runner. On the other hand, I love my best friend Ashley more than anything, but I don't get the urge to wish her good night or good morning. No offense, Ash. Number 3, you smile at your phone when they message you. Unless you're receiving a top-notch video of a comedian or baby animals falling over, there are a few reasons to smile at your phone. Except for, of course, when a certain someone messages you and immediately increases the dopamine levels in your brain. Because that is what happens when you see someone you're crushing on. While you may not be seeing them in person, their name simply popping up on your phone has a similar effect. Number 4, they're the first person you want to share good news with. Life is filled with exciting moments, and it only makes sense that the person you want to share those with is special to you. After all, you wouldn't call someone you don't like or trust to share your good news. Think back to a time when you received some awesome news that lit you up. I remember when I found out last year that I got a scholarship I applied for. Woohoo! I immediately wanted to tell a special someone in my life, followed by my parents. It's not much of a surprise then that I love all 3 of those people. Number 5, they're also the first person you go to when you're sad. Now, we can't forget about those lows that come between life's highs. As great as life is, sometimes it also sucks and sucker punches us in the gut. That's when you need a shoulder to lean on, someone you really trust and believe would make you feel better about what's going on. Again, unless this person is just a friend and doesn't tick off other signs on this list, you obviously like them. Not only do they boost your mood, but you trust them to be there for you when you're feeling down and out. Number 6, you get jealous of others in their life. A surefire way to know you like someone is when you start to get jealous of the time they spend with others. Let's say this person starts hanging out with a new friend and obviously has a great time with them. You may suddenly find yourself feeling a bit hostile to the new friend, even though they never did anything to you. This little seed of bitterness tends to sprout faster than a weed, so it's a good idea to sit down with these feelings and analyze where they're coming from. Number 7, you need to speak to them often. You ever notice how boyfriends and girlfriends seem to speak to each other 24/7? The other day, I found myself texting my boyfriend about a weird bird that makes noise outside of my office window, when it was neither important nor interesting. Why? Because I freaking love talking to him and sharing everything about my very typical life. This is the crazy type of behavior that happens naturally when you like or love someone. If you feel a strange desire or even a need to communicate with this person every day, and you feel off if you don't, you probably like them. Number 8, you're happier around them. When you start to like someone, the reward centers of your brain go on overdrive when you see or hear from them. This means your body is flooded with happy chemicals whenever they're around, making you want more of them and that feeling every day. The triggers are different for each person. Maybe you love how this person treats you or how intelligent or creative they are. No matter the quality, they bring you a happiness you can't deny. If you have checked off 4 or more of these signs, I'm here to tell you that you're harboring a pretty big crush back there. Maybe you've been avoiding love, or this person truly seemed to be a friend and nothing more until you realized a little love seed was blooming. Let me know what happened in the comments. And if you did come to a realization through this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.